Louis Black has said, "The road to madness is madness." These words seem to aptly define Zelensky in these days of crisis. If you're following our updates on the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict, you might have come across several pieces that have unmasked Zelensky's dirty politics. So it won't come as a surprise when we tell you that the ex-comedian and current wannabe Pied Piper Zelensky has again pushed all the wrong buttons. However, as usual, the world was quick in recognizing his misbegotten moves. Hello and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of TFI Media Group. I'm your host Akanksha. Let us begin. On Tuesday, the news about a missile attack on Poland woke the NATO members from their deep slumber. The missile reportedly landed in eastern Poland, just about 15 miles from country's border with Ukraine. The missile is said to be made in Russia, but the answer to the question, who fired it, still remains conflicted. Obviously, the world was quick in pointing its fingers at Russia and in turn Vladimir Putin. And the Western media rummaged through several walls to put the blame exactly where it wants it to be.
After staying 7 days in YT jail, we are back. We don't know if they'll allow us to stay peacefully. We don't know when the next ban will be announced. And that's why you must download the TFI app. Apple users can simply go to the App Store, search for TFIGlobal and install the app. And since Google Play has banned us, Android users can download the app from the link in the description. We are in for a long haul and only your support can help us fight this war.
Then came the biggest surprise. Biden administration and then Biden himself invalidated all such claims which said Russia was behind all of this. Biden, who was in Bali, Indonesia for G20 summit, held an emergency meeting. There is preliminary information that contests that Biden told reporters when asked if the missile had been fired from Russia, it is unlikely in the lines of the trajectory that it was fired from Russia, but we'll see. Later, the words of Poland President Andrzej Duda and NATO chief Jens Stoltenberg reflected something similar. Remarkably, Duda, Stoltenberg and US officials were also found telling CNN that the missile appeared to be originated in Ukraine. Yes, Ukraine. All the officials, though, sugarcoated their words by saying that maybe the missile fell in Poland by mistake while it was taking on a Russian missile, but we think otherwise. You see, there is this infamous Article 5 of NATO that is based on the principle of collective defense. It binds all the members of the said military alliance as it says that an attack on one ally will be considered an attack against all. If one of the members chooses to invoke it, all the members will do everything to protect the security of the region. Now, it is no secret that NATO has up until now just done a lip service in supporting Ukraine. But not even a single member showed up to fight for Kyiv. So as expected, Zelensky turned towards the shrewd approach. By attacking Warsaw and blaming Kremlin for it, Kyiv was aiming to coerce the NATO alliance into fighting its own war. Nonetheless, not just Poland, but even Biden didn't bat an eye before saying that there is no urgency or need for NATO to invoke Article 5 against Russia. Zelensky's plan to involve NATO in the war has failed again. The attack killed 2 people, and if we sit and count how many he has killed in last 9 months of chaos, the number will exceed thousands. Zelensky's personal endeavors and his fancy imaginations of sitting at the same table with the global superpowers have destroyed Ukraine beyond repair. It's time for NATO to hold the horses of Zelensky rather than spoiling him and encouraging him towards extending this brutal war.